Why, hello and welcome to a very special episode of KitTV, the Season 2 finale. We decided for this episode, instead of reporting on current news, we'd take a look back at all the events that have transpired over our 2 seasons this year. And we figured, what better way to do this than to bring in some special guests from past episodes. So if you would like to introduce yourself, starting from right to left, Ali, we will start with you.
Who is Ollie again? Oh, right, that was me.
Yes.
Yes, hi. I am Ellie. I'm Rathy's friend.
Amazing. Tamamo, you want to go?
Hello, Tamamo here. You all know my floopy tail, so hi.
SP?
Hello, I'm some person. Hope you're all doing wonderful today. That's all.
Jazz?
Hello, I am Jazz. Good to see all of you.
And finally, Dark.
Hello, I have stolen his ceiling. I am Dark Tech, and this is my ceiling now. No one else's.
Please don't steal my ceiling. We need that for next season.
Well, he does, I don't.
I
Do
live up
whatever
here
with
now.
If I have to get an exterminator to get you out of that ceiling, I swear. We don't have that kind of budget.
I was about to say he was the exterminator, and I didn't really tell you until now. I just didn't bother to pay him until now, so he's hijacked your attic, Rathy.
So let me get this straight. Not only did you hire an exterminator without telling me and used all of our budget, but he's also living in the ceiling and you won't get him out.
Yes. To be fair, you're a bit of a cheapskate because he asked for $5 and you didn't give him $5.
I gave him $3 because I felt that was fair.
Wrong state. Anyway, back to business. Why did you bring us here, Rathy?
I brought us all here for a very special reason, so we can all talk about 6 big moments over the year. In fact, let's just jump right into number 1. On May 1st, Kana streamed her second session of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Before the actual game started, however, she decided to read a couple marshmallows. During one particular question, a certain visitor stopped by, creating a legend that persists even now.
Oh, I'll answer this one. Okay. So this marshmallow says, "Hello, hey there, Kana. Whoops. I was wondering how are you brave enough to stream in front of hundreds of people? I get very nervous in crowds. How do you do it? P.S. What is that noise? There's a wasp in my room! There's a wasp in my room! No! There's a wasp in my room! No! Help me! No! Oh my god, what do I do? What do I do?
So, Jazz, I brought you here specifically to talk about the Wasp Chronicles. Now,
Alrighty.
were you there when this event first happened?
Oh yes, absolutely. I was in the Dirtex VC in Kana's Discord whenever it went down.
I seem to remember quite a few things spawned from this event. Because not only did we have like Wasp emotes and all kinds of Wasp drawings, we also had, what was it Wasp-kun or Wasp Sensei?
Yes, Wasp-kun. Well, to be fair, there wasn't only one Wasp-kun. I believe throughout the stream about 3 different Wasps showed up.
Yeah. Ali, weren't you Wasp Sensei?
Yes, I was.
What made you want to be Wasp Sensei?
Oh, there were a bunch of wasps in the server, so I decided I'm just gonna mess with people. I'm gonna go on Google and search up random wasp fun facts, And eventually I became sensei because I was uploading all the facts. I uploaded 53 before SL said, "Okay, I scared somebody away. We need to stop." And there had already been an incident that day where somebody went through with a joke and didn't stop. So I didn't want to be the second guy who went through with a joke and made it too far. So Wasp-kun changed to Wasp Sensei, stopped on the 3rd of May, 2020.
And actually, Ali, I actually have here the Google Doc you made for your Wasp facts.
You
Oh
see
shit!
that?
I still have that archived. I thought I purchased that. Oh, good.
2020 May 2nd and 2020 July 6th.
Amazing. SP, were you around for the Wasp stuff?
I was, yeah. I felt really sad when when the poor wasp died. I understand, probably shouldn't have gone into her room. But I mean, I was just kind of hoping she'd open the window and it'd, leave, and it would have been all nice. It didn't go that way.
Do not feel sad for the Wasp, okay? Wasps are a menace.
I mean, yeah, but any life taken is never, a fun time.
You're
So,
too nice.
At the time I wasn't really watching too much, and I tapped into the stream for a little bit, and that's when the Wasp thing happened.
So, did you actually go back and watch the Wasp thing happen, or no?
No, what happened was it was live at the time, but I was only kind of not really watching that much. Then I jump in for 1 second because I was bored, and I'm like, "Oh, Wasp attack, cool."
Yeah, that was Funny enough, the Wasp attack was actually the first Sundaria-related video I ever made. I made that ASMR video.
Yeah.
That thing was amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, that video
And to
really
this
kind of...
day, it is your most popular video.
Yeah, that thing really launched an interesting life for me.
People really like ASMRs and wasps.
Wasp ASMR is the best thing ever, eh?
Yeah, I should go back and redo that video, because it sounds so terrible when I go back and listen to it now. I could re-audio balance that thing so hard.
I
Nope,
think it's
that's
nice.
okay.
You're able to look back and see how you've improved.
This is true. Tamamo,
Yes.
what do you think about the Wasp?
Well, it was pretty entertaining just watching her panic and just run around trying to get the wasp out. But it
Were
was hilarious seeing 3 different wasps come in. It's like, oh hey, you're not here.
They were excited.
Were you disguised as any of the Wasp people that were donating, or no?
Nah, I was not.
No. So I should have. I totally should have disguised myself as a Wasp. I missed out. Alright. So, what say we move on to clip 2, shall we?
Alrighty.
During the second part of her Yakuza 0 stream, Kana brought up the idea of merchandise. As suggestions were thrown out, a particular item caught everyone's attention: a Daki Makara. After the stream ended, Kana placed a poll on her Twitter asking everyone's opinions on the matter. Little did she know what she was about to cause in her Discord server.
If you don't like it, don't buy it. Why was there a war in the first place?
Clearly, lines were beginning to be drawn in the sand. Some kids, however, were a little more indifferent on the whole matter.
I'm neutral about the whole Daki war since I see this as a test run for Kana's merchandise. If this is successful, I think she'd be more encouraged to release more products in the future.
Even still, others were simply content with watching the chaos unfold.
It was entertaining seeing one side vowing to protect the pureness that is Kana's image while the other wanting to support Kana, pushing for the Daki approval.
Yeah, so Tamamo, I brought you in for the Daki Wars. I know you were pretty much a bystander, but you were there to watch all of it unfold. So how did you feel about it at the time?
I'm just gonna be honest with you. I was just enjoying the chaos that Kana brought upon Pearl that day.
I voted yes.
I didn't really care too much, honestly.
I think when I saw the poll, I saw for a split second it was even for me. It's like, why not? So I hit yes to create more chaos.
Oh my god.
You too. Oh yeah.
Throwing chaos is fun.
If it's,
I start on the ceiling. Well, it was the only way we could fit everybody in. We couldn't fit everybody on the table, otherwise we'd be very thin. Also, he's Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Australian, so I'm on the roof. Yeah, mate.
Anyway, back to the whole body pillow. Yeah.
SP, did you vote yes?
I was actually neutral to it. I didn't vote at all because, well, you know, it's cool if it exists for those who would like it, and those who don't, well, you know. I'd rather not add to the chaos. I was trying to help it not continue being chaotic.
Okay, let me rephrase the question for you, SP. Were you afraid people were going to lewd the Dakimura?
No, mostly because what people do with it on their own time is, you know, their thing, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone else. So if they looted it, well, that's something they'd like to do, and if it doesn't hurt anyone, then I don't see anything wrong with it.
Yeah, no, it's one thing to have it in private. It's another thing if you're just actively posting it on the server. It's just like, hey, look what I did with this body pillow.
Yeah, God, writing that scene for the show was fun. I felt really bad that I kind of dragged S-Train into it and made him one of the people who really wanted to like lewd the Dakimakura because he's really nice. But you have to understand, I wrote that before I really had a chance to talk with the guy. I was just like, oh, he's a prominent figure for Kana. I'm gonna throw him in without realizing just how nice he was. And now I feel really bad. I feel really bad.
OS3 can be naughty, Garny.
Oh my god, I look back on that now and I'm like, what have I done? The poor S-Train, he doesn't deserve this.
You have fulfilled your destiny. You have fulfilled your destiny as a newscaster. You have slandered his S-Train name.
Yeah. And the thing, now he's done multiple voice parts for the show, so turn that relationship around.
Isn't he a lovely guy?
Strengthened it, if anything.
Jazz, did you vote yes? I'm assuming you voted
it's
yes.
never seen.
Oh, did you just the Daki?
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Did you vote yes?
If you remembered from the segment, I actually was one of the people who voted no initially, because looking back on it, probably should have gone the SP route and just been neutral to the whole affair. But while it was being discussed in Burrow, people were being kind of weird, and I was very put off initially. But definitely looking back, I would have definitely gone with what SP would have said, you know, stay neutral, let people do what they want to do in the privacy of their own homes. But at the time, I absolutely voted no.
Nothing wrong with that.
Was I even around at that point? I'm unsure.
You were not. This was back in early May.
Yeah, this was way back. Could you imagine if this had gone down with the server like as full as it is now?
Oh god.
Oh man.
Burrow would get a little unsettled for a little bit.
It'd be put on slow mode. It would be put on slow mode for a bit.
Complete terror.
Would have had more than one episode of reporting on it, that's for sure.
The Daki Saga, episode 69.
It probably would have compromised its own season, let's be honest here. Alright, now before we cut to commercial break, which I think you guys will enjoy, I've also decided, instead of also not just focusing on Kana, but we are also going to be looking at one moment from both Char and Purin. So before we go to break, let's take a look at one moment that I felt was significant from Char. October saw Char going through a grueling training and redemption arc, all in hopes of proving just how powerful she really was. Some matches were hard won, others were hard lost.
Oh man. Wait, how come I'm one stock down? Oh. Yo.
Yeah, that was a fun arc. So, Jazz, I know you were there for both of the Smash tournaments. You were there for the first one, where you Falcon Punched her, and then the second one where you did not get a chance to Falcon Punch her.
No, she SD'd before I could.
How disappointed were you in not being able to punch one of the nicest VTubers I've ever met in the face?
Well, now here's the thing about that. I didn't get a chance because she very much improved from her last stream. I was around for a lot of the sessions she had in Discord with Blue Striker or Charmy Striker. He definitely taught her well, supplied her with a lot of very nice supplemental videos, and she absolutely improved from the previous stream. So, if anything, I'm more proud that she didn't get hit by my second Falcon Punch.
Yeah, she that training arc did a lot for her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, her hit confirmations went through the roof. I'll be honest, if she didn't self-destruct fighting me on 2 of her 3 stocks, she probably would have actually completely annihilated me, because I was doing very poorly. I went back and looked at my fight, and I'm like, I got lucky with 1 hammer strike, but otherwise she was mopping the floor with me. It was... yeah, that was kind of insane. Now, do you think given enough time, do you think we can see her play at a Blue Striker level?
To be completely honest, that would involve her either playing against more professional players or players at that level, or going to tournaments. Now, I don't think she could do that, but I definitely think that if possible, and if with enough time and more playing against more people of higher skill level other than Striker, even though he's very good, I definitely think that it is possible, but it would definitely be a large undertaking.
Yeah, that makes sense. Was anybody else here watching the...
I was able to see parts of both. Sadly, I wasn't able to really participate because work at the time. I got to see it during my breaks. It was honestly really nice seeing her, also her training, just in training in general. It was really fun, and I think it's more because I feel like she started having more fun as she got a little better with it. It was also really nice seeing, like community events where she goes against like the viewers and stuff. I think it's really nice, and it just seemed like a fun time all around.
Yeah, I feel like the Smash events with any VTubers are really fun time. I always find myself rooting for the VTuber, but it usually never really works out. The only time I've ever really seen it work out is with Char, because she's gotten really good, and with Marine, because she's also pretty good. She's got a mean Pikachu. I don't know what it is with VTubers and yellow rodents, but that seems to be the thing.
They're cute.
Yes, they are. You are absolutely correct.
Adorable. This is important.
Was anybody else watching there for the Smash tournament? Anybody else want to comment on it?
I was there for a bit. It was amazing to see how much she improved before, during, and then after. So it was pretty fun just watching her improve.
Yeah, that first one was a little rough. Gave me a good highlight video though. Give me a very good segment. Totally worth it. I feel bad, but also it was too funny to pass up. Forgive me, Char.
I'm sure she had a fun time and can look back and laugh on it too.
The first comment she writes for this is just "fuck you, Rathy," and you still heart it and pin it anyway.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. I totally will if she does. If that's what she puts, it's getting pinned. It's getting pinned. Honestly, I might pin it if somebody else puts it up there. Honestly, because I think that's a funny comment at any point in time. Doesn't matter who it comes from. All right. Then with that, we will go to I would say a bit of an extended commercial break. And I think you will recognize some of these commercials. So we will see you very shortly.
Stay tuned to KitTV.
I don't see any way past this minefield.
Alright, let me find some rocks. Sounds like you two need serious help.
We sure do.
Then get yourself a copy of Minesweeping for Rookies.
Whoa.
Written by Shino herself, Minesweeping for Rookies quickly teaches you all about being a minesweeper. After only a short skim, you'd be able to clear that field in no time.
I'll give it a read, I guess.
Here you go, sport.
Alright, I've read the book. I know how to defuse a mine. I just want to get out of here now.
Are we sure this book is talking about the actual job of minesweeping? Because I'm looking it over and...
Don't care, here we go!
You've got this, champ.
Don't see any 1s or 2s on this mine.
You might want to take a step back.
Uh-oh, someone forgot to read page 97.
I'm gonna hurl. Actually gonna hurl.
Clean up on aisle 10. So remember, grab your copy of Charho Shino's Minesweeping for Rookies, available at your local bookstore.
Have you ever found yourself in a terrible situation?
You are the
About to go to jail for something you totally did? See something unexplainable and you feel like you have no control in your life until you point the finger at someone? Then may I present to you the Blame Estelle hotline. Just ring up the number and we'll blame Estelle for, well, just about anything. Here are some satisfied customers.
I blame Estelle for making me question my sexuality. Seriously, who drives around blaring Gucci Gang mashups out of a bright purple 2003 Honda Civic?
I blame Estelle for spoiling my children rotten with candy. And not even the good kind. Seriously, he hands out Werther's original like my grandmother.
I blame Estelle for making me hate the taste of human skin. Seriously, he tasted terrible. Like licking an old grandma.
Now I know what you might be thinking. Clearly, Estelle must not be okay with this. Well, you would be wrong. Just ask the man himself. Isn't that right, Estelle?
I do not consent to any of this, please stop.
I couldn't really hear him through all the babies and children, but I'm sure it's fine. So don't wait. Call the number at the bottom of your screen and blame Estelle today. Need a place to hang out after a stressful day of work? Looking to get drunk and party with your friends? Then come on down to the Char Bar. We have all kinds of drinks designed to suit whatever taste you're looking for. Take for instance the Charmy Cherry. A delicious... Where's the drink? You know what? Never mind. Moving on. Maybe you want something a little sweeter. Then look no further than the Pudding Pummeler. A drink so sweet, it's like getting smacked with a flan to the face. And it's missing too. Well, how about the Kami Coke? Okay, where the hell are all the drinks? Don't tell me. Char drank all the alcohol again. This is why I didn't want to advertise this place. Can't have a bar if the owner keeps drinking the supply. You know what? Forget it. Just forget it. Don't come to the bar. We don't have any drinks. Commercial over. I'm just gonna go home.
Hey, Cellar Guy here. Have you ever felt like this? Then you need the Some Person button. One press of this button and you'll get a wholesome message from everyone's favorite kid.
You are a wonderful person and I hope you have a good day. Take a hug from me, Some Person.
So if you're tired of feeling like this, get yourself a Some Person button.
That's why I give my kids
The Some Person button.
a fool.
KitTV is not responsible for any new feelings of love or wholesomeness that may develop.
You're watching KitTV.
Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed those. I wanted to pull some commercials from the past that I really enjoyed. So I hope you enjoyed that little trip down memory lane of the very weird things that pop into my head.
Some I didn't even know about. Apparently,
I was fine until I gave you head.
Yeah, why did you do that, by the way?
Well, I tripped.
You didn't trip, you exploded. There's a key difference.
That's what it says for my death logs.
Can you trip and explode?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, he's a vampire. That's probably in his repertoire.
Hey, I get decent sleeping hours. I get decent sleeping hours now. I sleep for 7 hours now.
Oh, good boy.
Hey, unlike me, right?
Yay!
3-hour
That's
gang.
important.
Uh,
3-hour gang.
Yeah, you should learn from
3-hour
him.
gang.
I mean, I would try to break sleep pattern, but my wife would kill me if I did.
Aw.
Now, for this half of the show, we're going to be looking at moments that occurred when Season 2, the current season we're in, was going on. So let's jump right into the first one. Getting over it is a hard game. It is a game designed to frustrate and to anger. When you're a streamer and a chat is involved, it all gets worse. Much worse. Something that Kana learned firsthand.
I don't know how to go up. What's control R? That's fine. Let's go. It's okay, I made it. I made it there in like... What time is it? It's like 40 minutes. I can do that again. You see, I can be speedrunner. I can be speedrunner.
Oh, man. Okay. Can I just say, first off, having to go back and edit that clip for volume was a nightmare. If you could have looked at my program, it peaked all the way to the top of the bar and stayed there. Like, I had... The first time I went to listen to it, I actually threw my headphones on the ground as a knee-jerk reaction. That's how loud it was before I edited it. Don't do that, kids. Okay, protect your ears, please. They're valuable. Please protect your ears. Oh my god. So SP, I know you were there to witness this. So
Yeah. So
are your ears okay?
Thankfully, yes.
Okay.
Short story, actually. The first time I was watching this stream, I was listening to it, and I was wearing Bluetooth headphones, like little earbuds while working. And as I was listening to the stream, when that moment happened, I was carrying a really heavy piece of lumber.
Oh no.
And I almost dropped it on my foot.
Oh
no! I kind of just had to bear the yelling because I had no way to pull my earbuds out because both hands were occupied.
Oh god, you poor thing.
I kind of just had to sit there, and I had maxed out my headphones because I was listening to music previously and everyone just had a lot of sound going on. So with those earbuds on, at that point I just kind of accepted my fate.
Oh man.
Well, guess I'll die.
Yeah, that was...
It was definitely a fun little experience. It definitely woke me up, so that was great.
I was like,
what is nice, afterwards, it was really nice to see how quickly she went over the situation in a very good mindset where she's like, oh, I can speedrun it now, It was really nice. And it was also really, really nice to see how trusting she was of the community. I hope that that trust isn't completely shattered with everybody.
Yeah, no, that trust is completely gone forever. That is never coming back after that.
Wait, I have a question. I wonder if the guy actually got banned for doing that.
No, we didn't. Neither me or SP banned him.
Yeah,
Wait,
or not SPS Frame.
Be careful there. One has a lot more power than the other.
And before I turn SP into a mod for my chat. See, I couldn't do that for you, SP, because I don't think you'd actually moderate anybody. You'd just be like, "Oh, I can understand where they're coming from doing this," and then you would never ban them.
I've actually modded for a couple of servers, and it's not that I can't mod. It's just first I give warnings, of course, But once I have to ban someone, I do also I do it in a kind way, you know? I can't just, boop, done. It's more of like, I'm sorry that it came to this, and this is the reason. I hope you're able to take this as a lesson moving forward for future servers. It was a pleasure having you, and I wish you the best. It's always a little sad.
Wow.
It's
like
Ooh.
I don't think you're firing him.
It's just always a sad thing to see friends go, especially when they just can't really help themselves.
You ever thought about a job as like an HR person? Because that sounds like some HR talk.
I don't think that SP would be the same if he went to HR. I'm just putting that out there.
You know what? That's true.
We gotta protect that wholesome SP, don't we? Yeah, that's right, Rathy.
What? Don't look at me. What are you talking about?
Well, I have to look at you because you're right next to me.
Yes. Look, I am not the one. I am not the one who told SP to take the culture tag. Okay, that's Jazz. Jazz, stop it.
I remember your old streams, buddy.
Look, okay, that podcast, things got a little out of hand.
I'm not corrupt, I promise. I'm not corrupt, it's okay. I'm not corrupt, I promise.
I'm so sorry. I'm still proud of you, but I'm so sorry.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything. Nothing happened. I'm not corrupt.
Alright, sure. Well, let's go with that.
No, Alitera didn't do anything wrong. Ali is lovely, and I love him, and I want to hug him.
Yeah, no, Ali. Well, I mean, Ali does. You know what? We're not. That's a whole another can of worms. We're not turning into to the second podcast again.
This has already become the second podcast.
Jazz, shush. Tamamo, how are your ears? Because I know you have sensitive fox ears. So how are your ears after the scream?
Well, I heard ringing for the next 3 hours after.
Oh boy.
I couldn't hear anything for a while. I was like. And then even when I got my hearing back, it was like a little bit dampened. So like everything's like I had to raise the volume of all my stuff just to hear again.
Yeah.
So it was interesting trying to adapt again to normal volumes.
It's a hard lesson to learn. I don't put anything over half volume anymore, especially while working.
Can you imagine if somebody was listening to that stream like with surround sound? Oof.
I posted a GIF. I posted a GIF to SP that I think best emulates his feelings.
Yeah, that looks about right. Oh my god.
I was actually sorting through paperwork when that scream happened, and I dropped my Coke. Damn it!
You spilled it on the papers?
No. I was thankfully doing it on the computer, so it was digital paperwork. But it was like, oh, I'll just have this Coke and I'm just gonna enjoy it, and then, fuck, there it goes. Have you ever had the moment where time just stands still and you notice, crap, I just dropped something?
Yeah, I do that quite a lot over here at this computer desk, actually. But it's all right. Nothing is broken yet. Yet. Look, don't worry about her. I'm not clumsy, I promise.
Questionable. Okay.
Okay, you know what? We're just gonna move on then. Let's move on to the next clip. Many things came out of Kana's birthday stream, though no news was as unexpected as the creation of a new VTuber company under the name Sundaria. Many had questions, some concerning the girls' overall chemistry. On August 15th, those fears were quickly dispelled.
I got 2 whole balls to myself. Wait, get out. Get away from me. Rocket League. No! Oh, yeah. Oh, go! Damn, this blue team has defense. What the heck? Blue team is popping. Blue team has all the balls. Steal from blue team. We have nothing. Don't mind me. I'm not gonna push this ball into my room. Don't mind me. Yeah. Don't mind me. Yellow has all the balls. Yellow wins. Yellow. Wait, we're not yellow.
It'll time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Last second. Oh yeah.
How did Blue go from being the giant to nothing? I don't understand. This game is so fickle.
Woo!
Yay!
Yatta!
Yeah. Now, Dark, I brought you in on this one. How did you feel about the collaboration?
Well, first of all, I was an idiot and decided, I can't decide whose I'm going to watch, so I'm just going to watch all three of them at once at max volume.
Always a good move. Always a good move.
That was a bad idea. I had to occasionally turn their other ones down to watch one on full volume, then swap to others. I was swapping between all three of their streams that entire time.
Yeah, there were some questionable things that came out of that stream. Some questionable comments, mostly from Kana, which I'm not surprised.
I mean, watching it back, I actually found that Char seemed to be the loudest one there.
Char was the loudest, but I believe Kana was the one who said, "Get it through the tight hole." Yes, I believe that was her.
I mean, at least from Char, we still got, let's grab some balls.
That's true. We do have let's grab some balls. In fact, actually, I'm gonna put that as a note on her profile picture. I'm gonna do that next time I see her.
Why?
Grabbing the balls, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a note that says she's grabbing them balls.
That's
To everyone watching, make sure that whenever Char comes back from her break, to tell everyone that Rathy.
No, Jazz, what are you doing? Are you trying to ruin this? No.
You're becoming closer as friends.
And Char is a very nice supporter of this show.
Yes, she is. So that's why you don't say anything.
You started. You said.
Hey, all right, Char. It's so cool.
We don't even know she's gonna watch. This might be too long for her, so we might be okay.
You can't prove that. You know what? Just in case, Char, if you're watching this, I hope that you had a nice break or having a nice break.
I'm still adding that note to you, Char.
I can't wave, but I'm waving right now, Char. If that's the case.
I'm saying hello all the time.
Hello there. Hello there.
And Tamamo is just seductively winking at you. Don't worry about it.
I'm just seductively, comfortably winking at you.
Yeah, I have no idea how you see that as seductive, Rathy. It's just like, ha for me.
That is not.
It's like me coming out of the box like peekaboo, and I just wink at you.
I actually thought it more like, haha, I have taken your sandwich. It is mine now.
I thought she landed a point while playing volleyball on the beach and is just happy about it.
I can see that. I can definitely
Beach volleyball.
Yeah,
Looks fun.
Yeah, so overall, the stream was good. I mean, it started quiet and just got louder and louder and louder as time went on. It was great.
Yeah, by the end, it was just pure
wonderful.
chaos.
They all got comfortable with each other. I think it was nice.
Yeah.
By the end, it was as loud as a death metal band. It was great.
Yeah, I brought up the collab because I also figured the highlight itself is just Sundaria in general. So that's kind of why I brought the first collab in, because I guess that, to me, felt like when everything for Sundaria, at least in my head, clicked together. And I believe that's also the same point where we had the first... Was that the first show of the season? Like the actual first episode, not episode 0? I believe that was episode 1.
Yeah.
Might have to relook at that. I don't remember if that's 1 or 2. Because I think one might have been the marriage and divorce. Which, whew.
That was the Purin episode, I believe.
No.
Wait, no, that was episode 1.
Yeah. Episode 2 was collaboration.
Yes.
But I believe when I was making episode 1, that collaboration went down. So, that's close enough. Apples and oranges.
I really can't wait for the collabs between them.
SP, don't.
Yeah, I agree with SP. They're different things, damn it.
Don't. This is not calling me out hour. We're trying to do a thing here.
I'm trying to understand. I'm sorry.
To be fair,
get the
Rathy
phrase
calls
at all.
himself out more
Where'd
often than
it go, Rathy? You made SP cry now.
I did not make him cry. Why? No. Why am I getting attacked?
Don't worry, SP. If you
Bad.
get upset, I'll give you a nice
Bad.
Yay, hugs!
How am I always getting villainized here? This is. I haven't done anything.
You're a dragon. It's natural.
But look at me. I'm a cute dragon girl.
You are many things. You are many things, Rathy, but you are not cute.
subjective.
I mean, I'm cute.
You're all cute. You're all super cute. It's okay. You're all cute, Rathy. Don't worry. He just has different tastes. That's all. Yeah.
I've made the ceiling 100 times more cute by being up here.
This is true. He has made it significantly cuter by being on the ceiling. So who else? Okay. So let's talk about the second one. I want to talk about the second collab as well, because I believe that was the Stickman collab.
Oh, I love that so much.
Because that one was insane.
So I jumped into VC with like Estelle and a few others, and it was like a bloody spectator sport. It was amazing.
Yeah, that was quite the stream.
It was like I was watching a sport and everyone was cheering and everything was freaking amazing.
Should have placed the
It was
bets.
very energetic. It was really nice.
I wish I was placing bets honestly. I was thinking about it, but most people are like, I'm so broke, and I'm in there, and I'm like, oh well, I guess I can't bet anything then.
Nah, I should have still gone for it. Just took in all the money they had left, like a real casino.
I mean, any money that was there usually just got gone and sent as super chats.
That's true. I mean, let's be honest. We all
No.
Shit!
oh no! He disappeared using his lowly vampire powers.
It's okay. He's just getting hot choco. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
See?
you back.
Oh,
Back with his hot choco.
nice magic trick. You feeling all right, buddy? Oh God! Get out of him, demon! Get out!
How would we exercise the demon? Would we punch him? Would we slap? I don't know.
Just put a hot choco in front of him. It'll go right on out.
Did Ali just appear to the hot cocoa dimension?
Yeah.
Alright, boys, I'm gonna go grab something. I'll be right back.
You know, I still haven't visited the Fluke dimension, Tamamo. You said you would take me there, and you still haven't done so.
Yeah, I'm not.
I mean, you still haven't stopped burning trees down, so I can't take you there.
I
Darko
haven't
was born
burnt a tree in 3 months.
Darko was born in the Midwest, not the Deep South.
The requirement is 6 months of not burning
Okay,
anything.
well, what would you grab
That's
then?
not fair.
It's a Deep South.
I don't know what. I mean, the deepest south you can get is Florida, but
I'm not American. I don't know these things.
I mean, you got the ocean. That's another part of the south.
we can go
You have
to
the ocean.
Antarctica, bottom.
Oh yeah.
You can only go so south until you reach
You
the
can
north.
splash Rathy then.
Wait, me?
Got to
Yeah,
snow.
just splash you if you come nearby.
Spray bottle.
No, I'm not a cat. I'm a dragon.
But if we splash him with the ocean water, he gets salty.
How much does this spray bottle work?
You don't have to do that. Just have me play Smash Brothers. You'll get all the salt you'd ever want. You don't
I
gotta-
can speak
you
from
gotta
personal
water on me.
experience that Rathy is
If Rathy didn't see it, I would.
It's like, hey, I don't have enough salt on my chips today. I better go verse Rathy and Smash.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's-
Rathy, I need
now
you
I
to
wouldn't
sweat
wanna
inside
win
this bag
against
for me.
you.
Can you do that? Thanks.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna sweat. What? Why do you want my sweat?
Well, that's the easiest way to get your salt water.
Don't sweat it.
This is not gamer girl bathwater. All right, I'm not selling this for a profit.
It is gamer guy sweat water.
No, I'm not. This is not the kind of business I want to run.
How would a dragon sweat though?
Do dragons sweat?
Yeah, we
I'd
have sweat
imagine
glands.
they
Of course we
don't.
do.
I can make Rathy sweat.
We have to regulate our body. I'm half human. I have sweat glands like a human.
But how does that work? I'd imagine you have like.
So
hydration
Rathy, is
or
you
something.
sweating going to be this next season finale moment?
I mean,
Oh.
it can be, but it might get a little. It might get a little kinky.
Spontaneous Q&A for Half Dragon.
Because if not, then I think we should move on.
Yeah, you know what? I think Allie has a point. Before this gets a little weird, let's move on to the final. And let's take a look at a moment from Purin, shall we?
Woo!
We had heard rumors of what goes on in the Purin Hub. Some of us, like we here at the studio, thought it all to be false. All it took was one stream from Purin to turn us all into believers.
Who doesn't really know what's happening in the Discord is that our mods suffer on a day-to-day basis, and we need food, and we're not being fed by pudding. So, if you can hear this message, please send me some food. What is that? No! Oh my god. It's a little more terrifying when she actually doesn't say anything and she's drawing it. Eat up. Moku moku. Moku moku. It tastes like despair. Oh man.
How do your other organs work when you go back to the full dragon?
SP, we are back. We are back from the clip. SP.
So, fun combo. Nice. Anyway.
So, about Purin torturing her mods. That's the thing, huh? SP, you want to start with that?
Chotto a minute, like Shino said. Yeah, Chotto a minute, please.
Okay. Tamamo, how do you feel about mod enslavement?
Wait. We weren't talking about Rathy's sack. I promise there's context.
SP, please!
Context.
You know, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm just gonna sit here and watch this all happen.
Allie, how do you feel? Allie, how do you feel about the mod abuse on Purin server?
Well, I think that any message I say will be biased because I was also abusing the mods. As a fellow mod, I was abusing my fellow mods.
Interesting turnaround.
Please don't abuse the mods. The mods work very hard. Please.
The mods can take it. The mods are masochists.
I don't know, man. Tailsniff seemed very unhappy during that stream. That poor man.
I can't. That's part of the reason why I can't really say anything about your anti-mod abuse statement, because as the first interaction I had with Tails was just me telling him on a Yakuza stream, "Hey Tails, you're fucked. That's it. Gotta go bye."
That is not how you train mods.
My exact words verbatim were just. My exact words verbatim were just. No, I just came here to say that Tails, you're fucked. Good luck.
That's not training. That's not training.
Hey, Tactical Dinner, I love you.
I remember joining into that stream when it was already underway, and I'm like, what is happening right now in this stream? And then I came into that part that I clipped of him saying that they don't get fed and that she abuses them, and I'm like, oh, that's a problem. And I got a statement out of him. I don't think it was genuine, because he sounded pretty terrified when he said everything was fine. I'm afraid Purin may have had a knife to his throat. So that was a bit concerning.
From her desk to her mod, Purin abuses all.
No, I think she abuses Tails pretty heavily.
Maybe they just call it abuse, but maybe it's just love like any other person, you know?
That's a certain type.
I slap you. I beat you because I love you.
Well, maybe they're like love taps. You know,
this clothesline is how I say I love you.
If we're talking about love taps,
look at my wet laundry. Look at my wet laundry, son.
No.
Maybe they're just slightly heavy-handed pats.
This machine gun is the best way to tell someone that you love them.
All right, enough domestic abuse. We need to talk about mod abuse.
Tamamo, do you approve or disapprove of mod abuse being a mod on my server?
I mean, it's a give and take, like a two-way street. I mean, granted, with you, it's like one-way street, so.
Yeah, because you only specifically abuse me, and I do not abuse back because I'm too nice.
I mean, I do it out of the love and care for you.
I'm too nice. I'm some person.
SP, I might have to kick you out of this call.
Okay, yeah, no, I can't really say anything for helping you on your server too, because one, I am your server admin, and number two,
yes, go ahead.
I treat you the same way that I treated my coworkers. Make of that as you will.
Ooh. I would argue you do not treat me the same as your coworkers, unless you tell your coworkers to bend over on a constant basis.
I have done that a couple of times.
Oh.
To who?
Aren't you supposed to lift with your knees, not your back?
No. This is a different kind of event. You know what?
I think because you were asking for them to pick up a pencil. That's very nice of them to do.
I know, right? How courteous.
We're grabbing. It's not a pencil that I'm grabbing.
We're trying to help you,
Rathy. I see.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
I see.
It's very kind. Very kind.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say we're running a hot dog stand. Jazz, how do you feel about?
Why do you have an eraser at a hot
mod
dog
abuse?
stand?
Don't worry about it, SP. Jazz, how do you feel about mod abuse?
Well, I can't specifically speak for the pudding stream since I unfortunately was not able to attend. But in general, mod abuse, it's not. Kind of makes me feel sad on the inside, but as long as it's a fun environment and no actual bad things were done, then I feel like that it can be a very big highlight of the stream.
Okay, follow-up question. Do you think the mods enjoy it on Purine server?
Well, I cannot state that because I'm not on there a lot. They haven't left, so I'd assume yes.
So they're all masochists, is what you're saying?
Sure, like you.
Okay. Let me clear that up right now. I am a masochist for one person, and that's Calliope Mori. One person. One person.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, Allie, you're number 2. Fine. 2 people. I am an M for 2 people.
I just like to say nice things to Rathy and then abuse him on stream. It's great.
Yeah, see, that's fine. That's wholesome abuse. No, don't quote it and put it in. No, I'm not a masochist cat dragon, Nobu. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not a cat. I'm sorry, that's the thing I have problems with.
But cats are lovely.
But I'm not a cat.
But, oh.
I'm a dragon. I'm just a nice, very nice dragon girl.
Can I pet you like a cat?
Maybe.
The hat gets in the way of the pats.
Well, I mean, the hat's removable.
What kind of hat is that? Is it like a newsboy cap?
Kinda. I mean, I could run a newspaper business with KitTV.
That would coalesce.
Just don't burn the paper.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What was that sound?
It's your paper is being on fire.
Don't worry, you'll see in the archives.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Allie, why did you quote it like that? Now it's gonna be saved on the video. What are you doing to me? I was gonna go back and cut out the audio, and now it's saved in video form.
If I'm going down, you're going down with me. Have fun editing this out of the VOD.
You can do that.
I'll grab you and save you.
Thank you. At least one person cares about my overall well-being.
I care about everybody's well-being.
Well, SP, of course you do, but I don't have to mention you because that's just a given.
I roast Rathy until he's well done. Everybody else just burns him.
Yeah, no, I'm being charbroiled and overcooked like I'm a British dinner.
I'd like to think I keep
Rathy, you're a fucking dragon. You should be used to fire.
I am made of fire, but that's physical fire. This is emotional burning.
If you're made of fire, then wait, I'm sorry, never mind. I'm not gonna keep. I'm sorry. I was gonna question half dragon anatomy. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, SP. We're done. We're done. Go ahead, SP.
The last time I did, you no.
Where'd he go?
So, Rathy, do you want Masochist Cat Dragon to be your last moment to discuss on Vanelli, or?
No, I really don't.
All right, bring in the next moment then.
That's the thing. There's not another one. This is free talk.
Oh, okay, so it is Masochist Cat Dragon being your last moment.
His last moment could be SB continuing his questions about Rathy's organs.
Yeah, I wanna actually open this up to Q&A with the chat. So if there's anything you want to ask us or ask about the show, future plans, anything like that, go ahead. Because we'll be answering some questions for a little bit, if you got any.
So like that flame breathing organ.
Yeah.
Does that like grow when you turn into a dragon, or can you like go full dragon?
Yeah, I can transform into a full dragon.
Okay. Does that like move your organs around? Do you like grow them? Do you eat more or less?
It's kind of like Pokemon evolution in a way, except I can revert back afterwards. You know. So you change form, but it doesn't like change anything really majorly structural about you.
So what would happen if I was clinging onto your body for a hug, and then you transformed mid-hug? What would happen then?
I guess it depends on where you're hugging me. If you're hugging from the front, you're probably gonna fall off and plop to the ground because I'll be 18 feet tall. If you're hugging me from behind, then you'll just be riding on my back like that one movie. What's it? Spirited Away.
Spirited Away.
We can go on an adventure, Rathy. I'll show you the land of Australia.
Yeah, we can sing. I can show you the world. We can do like Aladdin. I'd be down with that. I'll sing JasMan's part. I don't care.
I can show you the world.
That is a wonderful movie, to be fair. I really enjoyed it.
Yes, it is.
It's really well animated too.
I gotta bring this up. It's a fun little story. While I was on holiday, me and my friends sat down on a lounge and started doing like all the lines from that movie, but everyone was Jafar, and it was just the funniest thing I've ever done.
Interesting.
10,000 years gives you such a creak in the neck.
Classic
Sounds like a fun time.
I wouldn't know because I haven't seen it.
Oh, you totally should. It's a really nice movie.
Yes, it is. Oh, actually, you know what? I have a question.
Oh.
What going across the group here, does anybody have a favorite commercial from these 2 seasons of the show? Does anybody have like a favorite?
Ooh.
I'm probably biased to the cereal one.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean,
I kind of went like overboard. I'm like, hey, let's get my voice actors friends equipment and let's do like, what was it, like 3 or 5 takes or something?
Yeah, you gave me 4 different takes.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I loved it. Allie, do you have...
Jafar out. I'm sorry, that's such a really good joke.
Oh, no.
I don't remember if there was one commercial that we laughed a lot while making it. I can't remember if it was the audio radio recording or if it was the Minesweeper one, but it's probably one of those 2.
I would say you and I it was pretty equal laughter on both the first audio podcast commercial and the Minesweeping for Rookies. Because, man, in my head, just thinking of your head flying in from off screen after blowing up just killed me for some reason. And I'm glad it turned out well.
And then I grab the head and be like, a fine addition to my collection.
Yeah, see, you'd probably turn it all cybernetic and stuff. And I don't know if I want like a weird crawling head.
You could, I wanna no. It's like so. I just make a brand new body for Allie, and it's harder, better, faster, stronger. So, you know,
so what? You're gonna Wolfenstein me?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Comfier hugs.
Comfy hugs are always good.
I actually gotta say about the cereal one, what you guys obviously didn't see because it was just recordings, was my voice actor friend standing behind the microphone coaching me with his hands while he was doing it.
That's amazing.
I was only gonna do like one take, but then he's like, no, that's not how we do it in the industry. You gotta do 4 takes. I'm like, okay.
What a good friend.
What a great friend.
If I could be honest, one of my favorites is actually one of the oldest ones, and it is the SP button commercial. I don't know. The thing about that one that I think I love so much is when I do that robot voice, and I'm like, may or may not actually be SP's voice. I don't know. There's something about that gets me every time.
This skiing dinosaur will forever make me laugh.
That freaking skiing dinosaur.
So, besides the SP button, I'm curious to us to chat this. Who else would you want a button for that's in this room besides SP?
Ooh, there's a question. Yeah, who else? Because I mean, I'd probably take a Tamamo button.
Really?
Yeah, if it just has like encouraging words and like, you know, floof quotes and stuff, like I'd be down for that.
I don't think I have a buttonable personality.
Yours would just be shouting concerns about all of our well-beings.
Oh yeah, trust me, I have infinite number of those.
I didn't think I had a buttonable personality either, and then I saw the commercial and I was confused as to when did the SP button become
I'll be honest. Okay, so here's the thing about the SP button. Since this was like the second episode, I was like, who is somebody I know in the server that won't take offense to me using their likeness for a commercial? And I immediately thought of USP. I'm like, he probably won't mind.
Yeah, Vertica, I would like an Alitera button as well.
An Alitera button? No! No.
Yes, that alley button is 18 plus.
Exactly.
I mean, the whole it'll be like, I feel like being seduced today. Let's go get my Alitera button.
Oh no.
Seduce me.
Actually, Tamamo, can we get a floof quote right now for the button?
A floof quote?
Yeah.
I don't even know how floofs sound like, to be honest. It's like a little rustle of the grass. I don't know how floofs sound.
You know what? That's a quote right there. Yep, there we go. See?
That's for the Alitera button. Right there.
Crunchy floof.
That's not...
You have just been floofed.
Ali button would be very interesting. Yeah, no, interesting is not the word I'd use.
It's a nice word to use.
What do you think? Sexy? Interesting? Gorgeous?
If there was an Alitera button, it could only be sold on Pornhub. I'm sorry. That would be in their merch store. Like,
I kind of would imagine just a burp coming from the button. It's like that's all I can imagine, just an Alitera button.
Oh no. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I could see the burps being in the button. You're right. Ali, who do you want a button of?
Oh, I thought you said but. Who do I want a button of?
Butt is obviously Rathy.
Well, obviously.
On what factors? Because I feel like a Nestle button would amuse me a lot. Although
people who are here right now, except for SP.
Yeah.
Although, if I had to pick one, it would probably be. Yeah, it'd either be SP or Jess. SP because it would be. Jess, I feel like it would be amusing just to see their reactions just whenever you needed, like, artificial canned concern. You could just press the Jess button and then he'd just say, like, a concerning quote in this sort of, son, I do not know what you are doing, but I am concerned about you, son. Sort of tone. And SP, I feel like it would be a little pick-me-up, like a fortune cookie, but less crunchy.
Less crunch, more sweet.
Wholesome?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Chewy?
It wouldn't just be every 60 seconds a minute passes.
Every 60 seconds a minute passes. Together we can all stop this.
I'll be completely honest with you. If there was a Rathy button, you would press it and it would just say banana. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. That's probably exactly what my button would be.
I'm indecisive. What would my button say?
Just screams.
It would either be a bunch of mechanical whirling noises or just you yelling assimilate.
Oh, I'd love it.
It's the SCP-914 sound effect.
Like, I'd take a dark tech button just to hear transformer noises.
Yeah, that sounds rad. Or like Gundam noises.
Yeah, the beam rifle.
Maybe for a fun transition sound.
Transition sound.
Like if you're like into video making, you just kind of, or you're in a stream and you want to change something, bam, dark tech button. It signifies like a switch in subject.
Oh yeah, that's fucking cool.
Or just launch a missile somewhere in the world.
I gotta admit, guys, I'm impressed with how little I've actually sworn this stream, because usually I do it a lot.
Yeah, we're all being very reserved. It's nice. Except for when we talked about the sack, but that's okay.
Okay, well,
Speaking of...
it was a question of the dragon in that
Rathy, you have to answer that question.
I thought I answered it.
Wait, did you?
Yeah,
Wait, no, you didn't give enough of an answer.
Was it the sweat question or where the fire sack is located?
That's why you think we didn't answer it. I kind of rephrased it as the fire breathing organ so that I wouldn't get in trouble again.
Again?
Yeah, I told you the fire breathing organ is right below like where the base of the neck is and right before you get to the stomach. It's like a separate like little side thing.
Wait, again.
It doesn't keep a lot in there. It's mostly just like gas and compounds, and then there's like I can create sparks with my teeth like when I close them, and then so I'll do a quick snap shut open. The gas is expelled from the flame chamber. It comes out, and that spark then ignites the gas, and that gives the flame.
That's a very scientific explanation.
Maybe if I assimilated you, I could make the fire even hotter.
Yeah, see, that could be like an actual flamethrower, like literally just a flamethrower in the shape of a dragon.
Does it work the same way when you transform to a dragon, or do you just expand that organ and just breathe fire normally?
Yeah, it pretty much just expands and it gets bigger. Everything just gets bigger.
What happens if the flame sack gets punctured?
I would highly recommend that not happening.
But what if?
Well, the gas would fill the body, and I could never close my mouth again because that spark would then internally combust my entire organ system. Because unlike my skin, that is not flame resistant. So don't do that, please.
Maybe for I could add some vents to the back of you. I think that'd help.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know why we haven't evolved yet to have a way to vent the gas.
Like a hippo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
not a hippo.
I mean, I could assimilate everyone in this chat and make them even better. It'd be great.
How would I get assimilated?
Can I get turned into just lots of comfy cells?
Yes.
What?
Yay.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Maybe I give Jazz a radar for things to be concerned about, so he could find them easier.
I can't fix any of them though. That would just be more things on my plate.
No, then we add some stuff in to help you fix them.
Oh yes.
That is an idea. Okay, hold on. So
as for Tama, it'd just be, hey, let's add some long-range ballistic floofs.
It's like a defensive mechanism.
Actually, Tamamo, you wouldn't even need to get assimilated. You have magic. You can nuke people.
Yeah, I can just create the sun and then just drop it on people.
Yeah, you've done that to me twice.
Technically speaking, I wouldn't have to either as an SCP, but it's still fun to imagine.
I wonder about that.
I'd be down for a mecha Rathalos.
Okay. Well,
I want to make everybody into a mecha. It'd be fun.
I'll pass, thank you. That sounds very cold and not warm for hugs.
I want to be a cyborg.
Maybe I'll commission a Cyber Rathalos picture.
Mecha Falcon.
Oh yeah.
I'll commission it for you, honestly, because I want to see it that much.
I mean, let's be honest. Cybernetic Captain Falcon would just be a mechanized fist that he just does extra strong Falcon punches with.
Yes. I also
Rocket Punch.
Yeah.
Can't forget about
Rocket the Punch.
What's up, Jazz?
I also can't forget about the knees.
And the knees. Yeah, well, I mean, your knees are already electric, so they're probably already mechanical, right?
But what if they are more?
Like a jet booster on the back of your
Rockets.
leg that lets it go faster?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get some Ida from MHA up in there.
Yeah, see, I just like to imagine all of your attacks are just then rocket propelled.
Just make sure it's just attached to a wire so you can pull it back.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Xeon.
I can have like a rocket punch, but have a rocket punched Falcon Punch.
A heat-seeking Falcon Punch. Oh.
Like if I had Min-Min's neutral game, but with Falcon Punch.
We need
Oh,
to
yeah.
make the Falcon Punch like a boomerang, so it like comes back to you.
See, I like
How
that
would you
idea.
catch that?
See,
I mean-
now we're getting places.
I mean, is it even a punch at that point? Because it's spinning.
Probably just punch and then just reeled back in like a fishing line.
Okay.
Still hurt like hell.
Like an anchored in.
Plus, I mean, if it's spinning and like it's spewing flames out the back like a rocket, then it's also going to be like a giant burning disc that's probably going to like sear stuff in half like a Destructo disc.
That'd be freaking cool.
But then how would you catch it again?
So
actually,
so Jazz is basically Krillin at that point.
So
one, I will never be Krillin. I will be much better than Krillin. Two. Well, actually, this would be an entirely different topic, so I'm gonna wait.
You don't got to diss on Krillin like that. He's Earth's strongest human.
But he got out first in the Tournament of Power.
Well, that's not his fault. That's Toriyama's fault for having a Goku Vegeta jerk off fest the entire time. That's not his fault.
That's
No.
Toriyama's been doing that for years, though, mate.
Yeah, he has.
He didn't help out Tien, my favorite character.
I blame the Boo Saga.
Apparently, it's because the Japanese audience doesn't like him very much. That's
Yeah, they're all nerds. That's why. Tien's great.
Well, there goes
great, I
there goes
love
any
him.
Japanese viewers ever watching this.
You didn't have any.
It's like try
Thanks,
try
Jazz.
beam, and then it's like look at those beautiful veins that come out of his body.
We really did kind of go off the rails here.
Well, I was going to ask on the lines of the commercial if you had a favorite segment, but we got kind of.
Oh yeah. Wait,
Well,
favorite.
I already
favorite
said my favorite segment was me being like Sundaria cereals. Do you know the line Fruity Fox has actually messed me up several times?
Yeah, sorry about
Fruity
that. I should have thought of a better name for that cereal.
Oh, Fruity Foxes. Wait, is it called Fruity Foxes?
Yeah, it's called
Fruity
Fruity
Foxos.
Foxos.
Oh, Fox O's. Fruity
I'm
Foxos.
I loved saying Choco Charmy though. That was fun.
I feel like Fruity Foxos can sound like
That is
Fruity
so
F-
easy to ham up that line. Fruity Foxos is a bit harder to ham up.
Yeah, I'll be honest. The cereal commercial literally came from me staring at my wall trying to go to bed and immediately going, I bet you if Char had a cereal, it would be called Choco Charmy. And that's where the idea for the cereal commercial came from. That's how this stuff is made. There's no pre-planning. It's just me staring at a wall, zoning out, and then boom.
Well, he's supposed to be sleeping.
I get most of my ideas from falling asleep.
Don't SP, please.
This
All right.
isn't over.
You know what? Favorite segment, not commercial, but segment, because mine is still the Smash montage.
Ooh. My favorite segment.
I had to say the.
It's kind of hard to think
Tough
about.
one that's a tough one because I like Rathy's work too much.
Don't
Yeah,
give me
there's a
that.
lot to pick from.
I will give you that. You deserve it. I love you, and you deserve all the hugs and pats.
No, stop.
Absolutely.
Stop.
For sure.
Tamamo, what were you gonna say? Please.
I just lost my train of thought. To be honest with you.
No. No.
I was going to say, oh hey, getting there. Oh no, it's gone. Bye.
Dang it.
Well, the section. Well, of course, I like all sections. You put a lot of work into them, and they're really well done. But the sections I always enjoy seeing are always kind of the. It sounds generic to say because there's like a lot of them, but I guess the best example would be like during the collabs where everyone gets, where you kind of show everyone's true colors as they play and everything. It's just always kind of nice seeing someone's true character, I guess, come out while they're streaming, just because you kind of feel more of a connection, and it's just nice seeing them have genuine fun on stream with other friends and not really worry about anything else other than having fun and just chatting,
Yeah, I do enjoy those, and I'm glad people like those. But man, they're a pain in the butt to get together because
I'm sure
having to get the section ready for the collaboration of the Fall Guys thing. I had to watch everybody stream separately like twice.
Yeah.
It was like 12 hours of rewatching those streams.
And that's why we appreciate all the work you do. Thank you very much.
Such
as long as you're having fun.
I seriously need to send like a bottle of scotch or something at some point.
I could use some heavy alcohol sometimes. I swear.
That's how the season 3 premiere was created.
Well, you want to do a drug stream, Rathy? Together?
Yo, give me some weed infused brownies. Hell yeah! Now we're getting somewhere.
Oh, pot brownies.
Oh,
that's a real show.
Then I just
Oh,
bring the
God.
weed whacker and just weed whack your brownies. Then
There we go.
Chocolate chip brownies are a lot better.
Well, I mean, if there's weed with that chocolate chip, then yeah, sign me up.
I don't need weed. I am already weedy enough.
The point is, Rathy likes weed.
I enjoy it in small doses.
I mean, do you like crabgrass?
No.
Well, what kind of weeds? I have some weeds in the front yard that you can have.
Oh,
I can
Rathy lawn
still,
care service.
What?
I still have grass by my apartment. It hasn't really been snowed over yet. I could just grab a bunch of dandelions and then shove them into your mouth.
All right, it's cold over your country this time of the year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting colder.
That's also
I mean, I'm still in my shorts.
It's
I'm
actually
still
gonna be
in
45
my
degrees
shorts and a
tomorrow.
hoodie, so it's not that cold. But
yeah.
I mean, you got Rathy to keep you warm, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
Does that mean I have to avoid Rathy because it's actually hot here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I exude a lot of extra body heat, so you got to be careful.
Little fans are always nice to carry around when it's really hot.
Yeah.
I have plenty of air cons in my house, so I'll be fine. I just need to turn my house into an ice cube, and we're good.
And if I can be completely honest, being in human form does not make my body temperature go any lower, so it kind of sucks all the time for me.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure like everybody else in here is American. I'm just this one Aussie that's just sitting on the roof doing my thing.
I could secretly be Mandarin.
What?
You don't know.
Are you secretly Mandarin?
You don't know.
Are you?
It wouldn't be much of a secret if we knew.
It seems a little oddly specific. You would bring up Mandarin.
I was about to say Mandalorian, but I was like, no, that's a Star Wars thing.
This is the way.
I will be honest. When you said Mandarin, the first thing that came to mind was Iron Man's enemy.
The Mandarin.
Wait, is Mandarin an actual nationality? Hold on.
It is. It actually is. I'm pretty sure it is.
Oh wait, no, Mandarin
When you
is
said
Chinese.
Mandarin, I thought the fruit, and I just kind of
There were
had
some
flashbacks to
Chinese
my
based on
orange.
this child.
Oh my
spoken.
god.
That's right, everybody. Jazz is secretly a
Jazz
fruit.
is like a tangerine. Your eyes are a clementine or a tangerine? I could just see you with that tired look in your eyes. You
Can I
just
just say-
stare
can I
there.
just say
like,
we've gotten
why
off-
is nobody eating me? Oh, it's because we already have oranges. Okay.
Can I just say we've gotten off track again? And I've
Well,
gotten one real
we're out
answer
of
on the
moments.
segment.
Let me bring
We're
this
out
back
of
on
moments.
track by
The only
saying-
reason why we're padding for time is because you didn't want the last thing to be said was, quote, I am a masochistic cat dragon, Rathy
Full
K,
circle.
2020, November
Okay.
14th.
Okay.
Full
Number
circle.
one, I am not padding for time. We are just having free talk, talking about looking back on the show, and things just spiral out of control. I can't stop them. And two, please stop calling me a masochistic cat dragon. Please.
Okay. I will just call you a masochistic cat.
Just call him Rathy M.
At least call me a masochistic dragon. Just drop the cat thing.
You heard it here first, folks. You can call him a masochistic dragon.
Call him Rathy M.
Does that mean my title is Australian Roof Cyborg?
Yes.
If you want to, yeah.
An exterminator who won't get paid.
Whoa, I've done the job, but you're a cheapskate. You're Mr. Krabs, basically.
I am not
Give me
Mr.
money.
Krabs.
Hello, I
Buy
like
a Mars
bananas.
bar. Give me money.
What motivated you to make KitTV? Bananas.
That is not what I've told you what motivated me to make this show. I saw one YouTube comment on a Kana stream that said, we need Asakoko for Kana, and I said, "I got you, fam," and then I did it. That is how this happened.
The hero we all asked for.
My advice to you: do not take YouTube comments to heart, please. Just don't.
I mean, I take Discord comments to heart sometimes.
It's not worth it. It's just not worth it.
I think you've had a lot of fun doing it, and you got to chat with a lot of friends you may or may not have done otherwise.
Do you actually want to know that that KitTV was like the whole reason I wanted to meet Rathy and Ali? I'm like, hey, I gotta meet these guys. They seem pretty cool. Let's see if I can pull these buggers into a voice chat. And I did it, and it worked, and now they're good friends.
I mean, this show was. I mean, to be fair, before Ali was my producer, he was actually like a fan of the show.
I thought it was a pretty amusing shitposting project. Yeah.
Yeah. So he actually, when I asked him about it, he was like, "Oh, I'm actually a fan of the show," and I'm like, "Oh, sweet."
It was great. Like with like Ali, it's like, hey mate, can I chat to you because you seem cool? And then like 4 hours later worth of chatting, we're good friends now.
It's funny how that stuff works out, huh?
Yeah, and that's for you. I forgot how I first talked to you. I think it might have been the borough a little bit.
It may have. I talk to so many friends at this point. I cherish all moments, but they're hard to remember.
Yeah. But I have posted way too many like wholesome posts to Rathy now, and Ali, I'm like, you guys can do it. You're amazing.
I think it's nice. It's wonderful, you know, and that's all thanks to the show you made, and that's also in part thanks to Tsundere in general. To think we've gone so far from Kana's wonderful Undertale streams and all of the really, I feel like, uncomfortable streams she started with, to now where the whole gang is just doing collabs and doing their own thing, having lots of fun now, you know?
Yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, really for me, the thing that's really kind of kept this going is the viewers, people who are watching, like right now, or who were watching, got past the main part of the show, got to the free talk and said, yeah, no thank you, and left. Shout outs to those people, because they got out at a good time.
Thank you to everybody who did and is watching. You're all wonderful people. Thank you for being here with us.
Yes, thank you so much. I hope I did well on my first like live appearance on here.
Arigato.
Yeah, and hopefully you all were comfortable and had your hot cocos with you.
Yeah, actually, before we go, I want to ask one more thing. Tamamo.
Yeah?
Being the most veteran guest of this show, because you have been on for, I believe, 4 interviews.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How do you feel about your time doing stuff for the show?
It was pretty nice. You know, it was amusing to see what kind of content you would make with my voice line. So I was like, oh hey, let's see what he's got. And you know, once the videos gets uploaded, I just watch it. And, oh hey, there's me. He's like, hi me.
Actually, I just realized, I guess this is the first time some people may be hearing your real voice, because you've been a text-to-speech voice in the show.
Yeah, because I'm extremely shy when it comes to voicing, especially on live feed.
But you're here now.
Yeah, I'm here, and I'm just being floofy and comfy and all that fun stuff, so...
Progress.
Working on it, though. So.
It's a little strange. I actually am more scared of doing text chats than voice chats, because voice chats I can have more fun.
Everybody's going to feel different about different types of chat, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm definitely more comfortable in a text chat than a voice chat, but doing this show has definitely gotten me out of my shell a bit.
Oh, I'll drag you out of that shell, mate, because you're lovely to talk to.
Oh, shucks.
Look at the whole... Oh, I love this.
SP, how do you feel? Because not only did we have the SP button, and you also were doing Moments of Wholesome for a little bit as an angel in a flower field. I also, in the same episode that I totally turned S-Train into a lewd monster, I did the same thing to you. So I apologize.
I find it very funny. No need to apologize at all. It's all in good fun.
And again, the only reason I did it is because I thought you wouldn't get mad at me.
Oh, don't worry. worries. I didn't get mad at all. If anything, I found it really funny. I won't lie. When I first started, when I first saw the SP button, it was really funny, and the only thought going through my mind was, I need to stop laughing. My sides hurt. From there, when you first asked me for the recorded lines, I was actually incredibly scared. Because I've never really been one to either let pictures be taken of me or let my voice be recorded. Actually, my mother herself has very few pictures of me because I hide. For a time, I couldn't even look into a mirror. So it was definitely an experience doing that. And the main reason that I was okay with going for voice and not text to speech was actually because I was so exhausted that day that I was kind of like, you know what? Rathy's super cool and he's done so much. So I'm going to just kind of do this for him. And I'm so tired. My anxiety can't hurt me right now.
Yeah, when we
And
did
so
that
with
Discord
that-
recording, that was... I could tell how nervous you were, because you were shaky in your voice the whole time.
Yeah, it was definitely an experience.
You know, it's like I was kind of begging to be on the show. That's how I got on.
Yeah, you wanted to be on, and for a while I couldn't figure out like where I wanted to put you in. Like, I knew I wanted to get you in, but I wasn't sure where. And I'm glad something finally popped up, or I could get you in to do something. Because anybody who ever wants to be on the show, I try to get them in, but sometimes that's hard to do with when the way things are written, or if some things are already kind of pre-thought out. But I try to get as many people in who want to be in as I can. Actually, you know what, Jazz? Did you ask to be on the show, or did I ask you to be on the show?
The first time we ever did, you asked me. I think the only thing I specifically asked to be in was the second podcast episode, because I missed out on the first one.
Okay. Yeah, I think I came to you to ask about... I think the first thing you did was a Dakimakura, yeah.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Then it was a couple other text-to-speeches, Table Coon, then the Island Survival, then the second podcast.
Yeah, you kind of became my de facto narrator.
Yeah.
Got the voice for it, too.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Can I just say you did a very good job as narrator? Like, I was genuinely impressed with how good it was.
Jazz is a good narrator.
I gotta say, though, I went from my most personally proudest voice segment to my least proud, because I think I did really well in the table one. I think I was really nice.
Yeah, you killed it.
But then I think that the Island Survival thing is my least strong performance.
No, it was fine.
I mean, you think it's fine, but I think I definitely could improve.
Ain't nobody gonna say that. Anybody here gonna say that about Jazz right now?
Not at all. If anything, I'm going to say I think you did fantastic, and you're starting to sound like Rathy. I think he's rubbing off on you.
Starting to sound like Rathy. In what regard?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What regard?
Oh, and
It
what
means
does
you're
that
both
mean? What do you
starting
mean?
to sound dead inside.
No, not dead inside. I mean more of they're doing wonderful, and they still put themselves down, despite the fact that they did absolutely perfect.
On that.
I am trying to stop doing that much to myself as well. It doesn't really show up in here, but really I can be like that sometimes.
Understandable. It's a difficult thing to get through. I'm the same way. However, everyone is doing wonderful, and as long as you're trying, no matter what it is, I think that's more than enough.
I just kind of look back on it in a negative light, because I tried to do this special thing to where I tried to get some sound canceling. I put a blanket over myself and did my lines. That just made it worse quality-wise. And I was just like, I could have just done this regularly, but nah.
Well, you learn, you know?
Oh man, I got long stories about where I came from. So you know I used to be a mute.
You didn't talk for a while in the VCs. I know.
Oh, I was still relatively talkative there. I'm just shy because of other things, but yeah, beforehand I was a mute. Now I basically try to overact my heart out whenever I get the chance to talk.
Yeah, it's definitely worked out for you. Like I said, your voice lines for the cereal commercial were top notch. All 4 of them. I had a hard time actually picking a version to use.
I just enjoy hamming it up, and you gave me the option to ham it up, and I'm like, yeah. let's do this.
Enthusiasm is important. If you're gonna do any kind of voice work, you have to have the enthusiasm. Otherwise, it's just there's no point. There's just no point.
Okay, when I get to perform it anyway, it's I always give 110%. It's just how I view it because it's important to me.
One more thing before we end off, and actually, Ali, I want to ask you, being producer,
okay,
how you feel about working on the show with me specifically. Honest answers only.
Well, there were some times especially in season 1 where I felt kind of tired and felt like I didn't really want to do any sort of work that day, and that included KitTV. And I'm glad that I powered through those feelings for a bit, because it has been very interesting. I can definitely say for objectively that it's been an interesting experience being basically a grassroots content creator, even if that is just making satire and parody work for another virtual YouTuber. It's been a bit of a trip making this content with you, and that should be most of it. It's just that the only really bad thing that I had to do, the only really bad or negative emotions that I can think of was just feeling kind of burnt out at times and feeling like that I wanted to take a break from overseeing KitTV. Besides that, you're actually surprisingly cooperative as a creator. I was expecting you to be a lot more stubborn about your creative writing process and about your content as a whole. And I was not expecting to take as much of a hands-on approach for helping you make your content as I have for up until now.
Okay. I guess I get that. I mean, I definitely used to be, like, especially when I was taking, like, creative writing class back in college, I definitely did not take kindly to criticisms and stuff like that, which luckily I got over in later years.
I mean, yeah, to be fair, you did think I was sort of a hard ass just from text alone.
There were some times, yeah.
Which I do understand. I am a lot. Initially I do try and be as formal as possible, and I do see how that can be interpreted as just being work oriented. But I just want to get a point across. And then you've seen from our casual chats how I usually am, and I mean, most people see me as sort of a horny vampire gremlin at this point, so I'm pretty sure my image as a hard ass has more than faded away.
I will say, from my end, I could not see myself making the show with anybody else at this point, and I'm glad I picked you of all people.
I am flattered.
Just some nice words. Some nice words.
I am also flaccid, but we'll ignore that.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're in public. It's understandable. Performance anxiety.
Performance anxiety.
I'm like far up north and in my boxers and a hoodie.
Man, I wish I was wearing a hoodie right now. I just have a t-shirt.
Getting one.
I have a t-shirt that has Joker on it, but I mean, it could be a hoodie with Joker on it, and that's a shame.
Looking cool, Rathy.
Yeah.
Looking cool. I'm always looking cool. Come on.
You're doing good, mate.
You do have a really nice coat.
Why, thank you.
This is true.
It's a
It is
nice
very
coat.
nice.
I want it.
It is a nice coat. I don't think I'll have this coat much longer. Which actually brings me to the last announcement before we end the show for the season. When season 3 starts, it will no longer be called KitTV. And there's a specific reason.
Time to spend 12 hours coming up with the new name. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we already have the name.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's so the show will be officially adapting Sundaria Rewind as its new show name.
Gives Rathy more flexibility for making content.
Yes. That's the main reason. I've kind of come to the conclusion that if I'm going to be covering everybody in Sundaria, I feel I should have a name that is more reflective of that fact. I don't want that to mean that things are going to be changing drastically. It's really not. It is just a name change to reflect what the show has become over the last couple months. KitTV will still be staying as a name. I'm actually going to be using that as a name for any segments that involve Kana specifically. That will be the name that precedes those segments. But yeah, I figured what better way to, remember KitTV in its current state than get a bunch of people that kind of helped get it to where it is and just have a nice chat and look back, right?
Did that really help that much?
Yeah, I'd say so. One other announcement.
Ooh.
I can't give too many details, but when season 3 starts, that day when season 3 premieres will be the same day something else premieres as well. I will not say what it is, but it's gonna be interesting.
Rathy showing his fire sack on TV.
Yeah, it's
Get excited, folks.
let's just say this might be the last time you see this avatar.
It'll be a fun time. It'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
It will be a very glorious sack.
I don't know if I can bring up my avatar in here, but yeah.
So, yeah, does anybody have any final things they want to say?
I'm gonna say stuff because I like saying stuff.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be a part of this stuff with you guys. Before I joined Kana server, I actually didn't really have that many international friends at all. But now all of a sudden I got people from all over the place, including for some reason mostly Filipino. I don't know why this is. But yeah, so thank you so much for bringing me on, and thanks for working around my very different time zone to you.
It's no problem. Yeah, if anybody's wondering why the show is happening so late, it's to help work with Dark Tech so we could have him in. So that's why it's so late this time.
Yeah, this show started at 11 a.m. for me, so
yeah, it's like 7 p.m. for us on the East Coast over here.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I do have just a few closing comments. First, I want to say congratulations on the renaming decision. I hope it leads to you having an easier time and a lot more fun with it as well. I also want to say thank you to everyone watching, of course, everyone who supports the show. It means a lot to Rathy, and it's honestly very nice to see everyone supporting him when he's, pouring his heart out and doing so much of this. It's really nice to see. It makes me happy to be a part of it, and being able to also just see the support he gets. It's just really nice to see so many kind people. Of course, I want to thank, all of you guys for allowing me to be here and chatting with me for so long. It's always nice to get here and chat with a friend. It's not something I do often, and it's just a wonderful experience overall. And also, of course, Rathy, specifically, thank you for creating this. Never in a million years would I have imagined that I'd talk to a lot of friends here and get close enough to some of them that I could play stuff like Phasmophobia with.
Yeah.
Of course, thank you to the friends in Burrow. All of them have done so much and have helped in many different ways, and it's just been an overall super comfortable and amazing experience. And of course, I'd like to thank the ones who created it, Kana, S-Train, Char, and Pudding, for doing everything they do.
Mhm.
It's always an absolute blast to watch them all stream and see S-Train in the comments doing his part as an amazing mod, hoping and praying that he doesn't drink himself to an early grave.
Yeah.
And just, I just like to thank everyone for just being who they are and being such wonderful people. It's made me really happy to be able to call everyone a really good friend.
Oh, SP, you're too wholesome. You're too wholesome.
No such thing, silly.
Tamamo, Jazz. You got anything?
I just want to say thanks for having me on for the first ever podcast I've been on.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, podcast show special hybrid.
Yeah, something like that.
It's pretty much just a podcast.
Yeah.
I have to timestamp this to let people know when the real show actually ends and the podcast begins.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna suck to do.
It shouldn't be too hard to figure out. Maybe I'll edit this and make a super cut of just the show and then leave this up as the raw footage, let's say.
Fair enough.
Jazz, you got anything, buddy?
I guess overall, I'm just gonna say thank you for taking the time to ask me to be on throughout the beginning of season 1 and season 2. It really means a lot. Haven't really done something like this before, so it was definitely a very fun and new experience. And also, I'm gonna say this right now: don't get discouraged, or try not to get too discouraged whenever you launch season 3. since you're doing some new things by renaming the show, even though nothing's really changing, but still, just want to give you some encouragement going forward in the planning process.
Well, thank you. I'm like I said, with nothing really changing, I don't feel I'm gonna have too hard a time with it. I just wonder if some people are going to feel strangely about it having a new name. But I don't really see too much coming of it, I don't think. I guess we'll find out when season 3 happens.
As long as you have fun, I think that's what matters.
Yes.
Allie, you got any closing words?
Fruity fuckos. Oh. Okay, alright, Jeff, okay.
Okay. Okay.
I could go even further, but I don't know.
You know what? I think that last 2 words from Allie is all we really need to sum up this whole experience.
You read one of my quotes.
Thank you so much for joining us for this season finale, everybody. And we will see you in season 3. Good night.
Bye.
You're watching KitTV.